In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 key things that I wish I knew when I started my weight loss journey. Stay with me, guys. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 things that I wish I knew when I started my journey. Now, I started my journey, or let me say, I restarted my journey for, let me say, probably 10,000th time. I restarted it back in January 2019, and I had been in and out of slimming clubs, weight loss programs, loads of fad diets, all sorts of things. But the one thing that I didn't do was commit. And when the going was tough, I gave up. So when I started back in January 2019, these are the 5 things that has really helped me on my journey to date. And I'm going to share them with you. I'm going to start at tip number 5 and work my way down to tip number 1. So the 5th tip that I wish I had realised when I started my journey way back when, many moons ago, was this is a journey. It's not a weight loss, slimming, quick fix plan. It's about learning healthy habits for life, and not just healthy habits around eating, but a whole lifestyle way of living that is healthy. It's going to help me lose weight and keep it off. After many years, I realised I had to be patient with myself, that it's not going to just happen overnight. Yes, I wanted the scenario where I would literally roll over in bed and wake up having lost 10 pounds. And that was never going to happen. It just wasn't. And I realised that if I want to lose weight and keep it off, I have to do some work. I also realised that from it's a healthy eating plan that encourages good healthy eating habits of all the food groups, then as long as it was healthy, then it was going to take time, and that was the best way to go. I had to learn to be patient and to understand that I didn't put the weight on overnight, so it's going to take time to come off. So if I had really understood that and really took that to heart, then I would not have given up on those weeks where I'd stayed the same, put on half a pound or lost half a pound. I wouldn't. I would have just carried straight on. Tip number 4. The 4th thing that I wish I knew when I started my weight loss journey is that what I eat makes up for the majority of my weight loss journey. So I had gone through periods where I was working out like crazy. I was pounding the streets, walking, I was down at the gym, I was swimming, I was doing all sorts of things. But then I was going home and putting into my body all the wrong foods. I was passing the chip shop on the way home and popping in for a bag of fish and chips because I felt that I'd burnt off all those calories and deserved a treat. I would come home from swimming, hadn't prepared any food, and would tuck into half a packet of biscuits and thought to myself, I'll burn that off tomorrow. And when the weight didn't come off, I was like, well, I've worked so hard in the gym, my weight isn't shifting, this plan isn't working. So when I realised that exercise only accounts for about 20%, but what I eat accounts for about 80% of my weight loss. I realised that I really had to focus on eating healthily and eating well if I was to lose weight. And yes, exercise and movement and activity is so important because it promotes good well-being. It helps us to sleep, and it has all those good benefits to help us to create that calorific deficit. But there are some weeks on my journey now that I can't do as much exercise as I would like, but because I'm eating well, I'm still losing weight. The third thing that I wish I knew when I started my weight loss journey was it's so important to look after myself. It really is. Getting the right amount of sleep, drinking plenty of water, getting some physical movement and activity in, but also treating myself. And I don't always mean treating myself with food. No more fish and chips from down the chippy for me. I mean really treating myself with maybe a new lipstick, maybe some jewellery. And these jewellery is pieces that I've made. I am a jewellery designer and jewellery maker, and you'll find details of my jewellery on my website, and I will put a link in the description box below. So it may be treating yourself with a piece of jewellery, new lipstick, getting your hair done, maybe getting your nails done, having your feet done. It may be that you have a treat with a night out, maybe at the cinema, the theatre, or saving up for a special piece of clothing or for a special holiday. It could be anything. But I realised that I had to reward myself and also have something to look forward to for my hard work. And when I started my journey when I was 18, many years ago, well, not that many, just a few years ago, I didn't do that. I didn't understand. And as I got older and the more weight I had to lose, because over the years, unfortunately, I had gained weight. And now I'm at the point where I'm on a journey to lose 145 pounds. That is going to take me a long time. So having rewards built in for every couple of milestones, and personally for me, I put a treat in for every stone or every 14 pounds that I lose, then that for me is something that I'm really looking forward to. So that is something that I really learned, is about rewarding yourself, rewarding myself, so that it keeps me motivated on my journey. The second thing I wish I had learned years ago when I started my journey is this is no competition. And you know, it's so easy to compare ourselves to other people if we're if we're part of a slimming group, or if we have online friends and we're all on the same path trying to lose weight and get fit and healthy. It's so easy to do that, to look at others and say, well, they've lost 7 pounds this week, how come I haven't done it? And then it's even easier to say, well, the program's not working for me because I'm not losing as much weight as that person. And that is something that I wish I had known when I started my journey. And to be honest, I did know it, but it was really to appreciate it, that my body is so different to your body and to the next person's body. We all have different bodies, we all have different challenges, different lifestyles, different levels of health. We all have different stresses, all sorts of things going on. We all like different types of food as well, and different types of activity. So of course my weight loss is not going to be the same as somebody else. How could it? It is going to be different. But really appreciating that and not looking at anybody else as being a competitor, but just to focus on my own journey. And that's what I do now. And I celebrate everybody's successes. And I really am proud and pleased for everybody who is making a difference in their life by losing weight and getting fit and getting healthy. But at the same time, I don't compare myself to anybody. I am me, I'm individual, and this is my own personal journey. And the number one thing that I wish I had learned when I started my wellness journey when I was 18, 35 years ago, was that I must never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, give up. And I look back at my journey now, and when I started when I was 18, I only had a small amount of weight to lose, certainly not the 45 pounds that I need to lose now. I only had a small amount, but I gave up. I gave up because 1 week I had overeaten and I thought I'd put on weight. And because of that negative thought up here, I decided not to go to my slimming club. And I also thought, well, I don't need to go. I can save that weekly fee and I can save that extra couple of hours on a Tuesday night and I can do what I want. And that really was a false economy for me, because within a short period of time, all the weight that I'd lost, I'd now put right back on, plus a few extra pounds. And over the years, I was up and down, dieting, doing lots of different diets, from liquid diets to egg diets to starvation diets to the cabbage soup diet, you name it. If it was out there and it had a DIET on it, I was doing it. And I realised that, and eventually I realised that I was damaging my health and I wasn't doing myself any favours. And every time I would lose a few pounds, I'd get really complacent and I'd think I knew what I was doing and I gave up. Or I could have had a bad week and didn't really want to face the scales, so I gave up. And I look back now and I think that was the biggest mistake I ever made, because it just contributed to my poor health and excessive weight gain. So I've learned never to give up on me. And now I focus actually not so much on the number on the scales, although in saying that, that is a great motivator. But I've focused now on getting my health back and using food as medicine. And if you've not seen my videos about my weight loss goals that I've set, or my weekly weigh-ins, then I will put a link in the description box below. So do feel free to check them out. So now I focus on getting well and feeling better and healing my body. And as a result of that, I'm losing weight. So I really have decided, not just in my head, but also in my heart, that no matter what, I'm never giving up. And I recommitted, and you know, to me it's kind of like a bit of a marriage. You might have a bad week, you might fall out with your husband, your partner, you might fall out with somebody you love, but you don't go straight to the divorce courts after a bad week or two. Well, I know I wouldn't. you try and figure it out, you try and work it out and try and correct it. So now I see very much my wellness and weight loss journey and this journey that I'm on to heal my body as a relationship. It's my new relationship with food and with my health. So now I see my relationship with food as in a completely different light. Now food to me is medicine, and medicine will heal my body, but natural medicine. So I have now changed my mindset. Well, let me say I'm working on it because it's a work in progress. I'm working on changing my mindset and developing healthy habits for life and setting goals for life, goals that I could achieve and work towards every day without thinking that I'm on a diet or a new healthy eating plan or anything like that. For me, the way that I'm eating now is the way that I will eat, or I expect or envision to be eating for the rest of my life. So guys, those are the 5 things that I wish I knew and had realised when I started my weight loss journey way back when I was 18. And now, many years later, I'm working to put those things in place whilst I'm on my journey to lose 145 pounds. So thank you so much for being part of my journey. I really appreciate every single one of you who is here, who is watching this. And if you were on your weight loss journey too, then please leave a message in the comment box below and let me know how you are getting on your journey. And also guys, please feel free to share this video. So if you've not subscribed, please hit that red subscribe button and click the bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And please leave a comment below, let me know how you're getting on, and give this video a like, give me the thumbs up. Okay guys, have a fabulous week and I'll see you soon.